Welcome back to the news at 10. Let's look at some business news. Here's Emana Amawe.
You first. First Bank.
Welcome to Business News. The federal government has accepted to delay a plan to cut back its supply of gas to Ghana from Friday, while the two countries hold emergency talks over an outstanding debt of $181 million. A Ghanaian delegation is in Nigeria seeking to broker a deal on the matter. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation had threatened to reduce gas supply by 70% to Ghana's main power generation company, owing to Ghana's inability to meet up with stipulated payments. Ghana already faces electricity blackouts, and a cutback on supply would worsen the situation for the government. Ghana was for years one of Africa's economic stars, but falling global commodity prices have blunted the value of its gold, cocoa and oil exports. And the Director General of the Nigerian Security and Exchange Commission, Mr. Gwarzo, says Islamic finance services should be viewed as a business rather than religious. In an interview with Channels Television at the just concluded Nigeria Economic Summit Group held in Abuja, Mr. Gwarzo says new rules to promote Islamic finance or non-interest products are being worked on by the International Organization of Securities Commission. In Nigeria, the head of the SEC says a roadshow on Islamic finance will begin in Kano next week.
Everybody is recognizing the fact that one of the cheapest and easiest ways of funding a lot of projects is through the issuance of sukuk, the non-interest finance. ISCO also looked at it because at the last meeting we had a presentation from the Malaysian Securities and Exchange Commission, because Malaysia seems to be the hub of non-interest finance, and the board directed that more work should be done. So I see a situation whereby ISCO may even come up with certain rules with respect to the non-interest finance. Locally, it's also within our capital market master plan. And next week on Monday, we're actually going to have a roadshow. We're going to have a seminar in Kano, which will cover the entire Northwest on the importance of the non-interest finance. The people shouldn't look at it from, a religious point of view, but should look at it from a business point of view.
The Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Mr. Gwarzo, while Nigeria must leverage on digitalization and technology to boost its economy. This is coming from the Chief Executive Officer, Stanbic IBTC Holdings PLC, Mrs. Shola David Bora. Mrs. David Bora, who was speaking at the second Stanbic IBTC Leadership Series theme, Digitalization and Business Sustainability in a New World, says real sector growth is hinged on digitalization, which is the way for the future of business. She also believes that the way out of poverty in Africa is development of a vast entrepreneurial class. The forum, which had participants from the public and private sectors, focused on the changing global economic landscape and the many benefits inherent in deploying technology for growth. According to the Chief Executive Officer of Stanbic IBTC Bank, Mr. Yinka Sonny, the Standard Bank Group, to which Stanbic IBTC belongs, will continue to unravel opportunities in Nigeria by facilitating exchange of ideas and help highlight investment opportunities. Stanbic IBTC, a member of the Standard Bank Group, which is Africa's largest banking group by assets and market capitalization, is built on three key pillars. That's corporate and investment banking, personal and business banking, as well as wealth management. Meanwhile, bullish sentiment prevailed once again on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, with the benchmark index gaining 50 basis points to close at 29,834.2. Here's BC Adebayo with the day's closing figures.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. It was another positive session at the local bourse as the key broad index appreciated by 0.45%. The all-share index ended the week at 29,834.21 with a market capitalization of 10.25 trillion naira. With a 10 naira increase in share price, Forte Oil led Friday's gainers. UACN followed with 1 naira 20 kobo, while Zenith Bank appreciated by 66 kobo. It's a different story for Mobil, Guinness and Trans cohort as they emerged the top 3 losers for this session. Now, major contributors to market turnover include CAP Oil, Guarantee Trust Bank and Continental Insurance. When the closing gong rang, investors had exchanged 357.36 million shares valued at 2.33 billion naira in 2,510 deals. And that ends the stock market reports. I am BC Adebayo.
Thank you, BC. Let's move over to the international scene and see how the equities fared. And that's our package on business news tonight. I'm Emana Amawe. Ijoma will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
You first. First Bank.
Cadbury Nigeria PLC has commissioned a new ultra-modern factory along Agidingbi Road, Ikeja, with lots of fanfare. The managing director of the company, Mr. Roy Neyman, says that the new facility has state-of-the-art equipment which will increase output by almost 40%. Our correspondent Mary Alale Yusuf reports.
Cadbury Nigeria PLC is commissioning a new factory and pulls out all the stops, with cultural dances and other entertainment. It's clear that the executive vice president of Mondelez International, the parent company of Cadbury, is very proud of his company's achievements.
I can tell you how excited I am and how excited we are as a company about this project. We're the world's leading chocolate producer, the world's leading biscuit producer, the world's leading powdered beverage producer, and the world's leading gum and candy maker. We are a global snacking powerhouse, and we are committed to Nigeria for the long term. The plant will increase our capacity by almost 40%.
The Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Oluronti Adegbule, representing the governor, has a message for investors in the state.
Lagos is a great place for your investment. Your investment is protected here, and with our growing population, you have a ready market and workforce better than any you can find anywhere else in Africa.
A presentation of the first fruits of the new plant follows. Finally, the long-awaited unveiling of the new plant is next. Mr. Naaman explains what he finds exciting about the new plant.
The plant itself works in a different system. I will not get into the engineering part, but it's a huge jump leap in terms of technology. So you're using here a vacuum bender, and in the past we used a different system, involve ovens. So this is really coming one generation up. So it's a very impressive, this is top-notch technology.
He also says that the new Cadbury factory is built to ensure a smaller environmental footprint in keeping with today's global standards. Mary Alale Yusuf, Channels Television News.
Now, Crown Flour Mills, a subsidiary of Olam Nigeria Limited, has promised to create more jobs across the country through its novel range of products in the market. The commercial director of the company, Mr. Bolaji Anifowoshe, says the company has recorded appreciable sales in 2015 and would want to give back to its numerous customers. At the 2015 Annual Customer Forum in Abuja, the conglomerate gave several awards and interacted with key distributors nationwide. Our correspondent Gloria Umezuke reports.
Crown Flour Mills, one of the most popular companies in Nigeria, known for the production of flour and other wheat mill products like semolina, is counting its gains and celebrating again with its customers. The flour company under the Olam Group began operations in Nigeria in 1989 and has expanded business while promising to deliver more to Nigerians.
We are the number 2 in coffee. We are also very big in edible nuts, wherein we grow almonds, cashew, peanuts. We export sesame from Nigeria to Japan and China. So that's also one of our very big operations, export operations in Nigeria.
Scores of distributors from the 6 geopolitical zones gathered in the nation's capital for the annual event, organized to primarily reward key distributors and interact with the customers.
The company has come up with new products. We have also improved some of the existing ones. And on top of that, we are also going to serious expansion programs in the new financial year. So we need to also discuss this with our customers and get their support, because at the end of the day, they are the owners of the business.
The big moment came to appreciate dedicated customers who came in from all over the country.
Crown Flour Mills is an organization that is creating jobs and reducing unemployment in the country in a way. They've gotten a Mama Goat brand, they have Supreme, they have Mix and Bake, and they have flour, they have semolina, they have wheat meal. They have quite a number of products, and this can only be housed as a result of people working in the organization, which means they are reducing unemployment in a way.
Crown Flour Mills is a company that really motivates people. They empower people. They are the kind of company to really rely on.
The introduction of new and affordable products from the staple of Crown Flour Mills no doubt is intended to raise the bar in the flour market and adequately meet the increasing needs of its customers nationwide. Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.
Still ahead on the news at 10, President Buhari urges the Golden Eaglets to bring the World Cup as a perfect end-of-the-year gift for soccer-loving Nigerians. And that will be on sports. Stay with us.